Okay, welcome back to Stocklabs. We just wrapped up December, and with that, 2021 has come to a close. So we'll check in on the Fly's quant strategy. So, just as a reminder, if you're newer here, this Stocklabs quant is a portfolio that gets rebalanced on the first trading day of each month. And it's basically just the top 20 stocks that appear on the growth quant screen that the Fly has built in screener. So it includes all the fundamental criteria, the most favorable fundamental criteria in the market, um, as of recently. And then it's all ranked by the SAA um, tool, which is the Stocklabs Advanced Algorithm. So the final call is from SAA for which stocks to include out of a basket of stocks that all fit, a good set of fundamental criteria. And then once the portfolio is rebalanced on the first trading day, it just goes until the next month. So it's very low maintenance, and it's good to follow along with for people that are sort of doing, well, even people that are trading actively. But if you have, some money that you'd want to keep in a safer and, more low maintenance strategy, then this would be something to follow along with and tail. Okay, so for this month, what do we have in here? It looks pretty balanced. I see a lot of semiconductors. I see some small cap stuff, which probably struggled a little bit. Let's just rank them. Okay, so some of the small cap stuff some of the oil stuff did okay, held up. Um, oh, well, the portfolio got hit this month. So down 6%, which brought year to date down to 24%. So it was closer to 30% for the year. But yeah, I was wondering when I saw all this small cap stuff because I would imagine some of them were not doing too well. Oh, okay. So yeah, we got Playboy in here down 30%. Um, Cloudflare inexplicably down 25% for the month. I say inexplicably just because it's been doing so well for a while. Even Nvidia was down 10%, but that's a more normal ish pullback, especially for something that ran so much. And then 42% down for Mara. Honestly, I don't know how I don't think would make it into my quant model. So I don't know how it snuck past sort of the fundy filters on there. But anyway, it's in there. So sometimes you just lay an egg. And that's what December was for this quant. Although, you know, for the year, 24%, pretty good. Kind of in line with the broader market. We had the S&P up. Let me just look. S&P was up 27%. NASDAQ was also up 27%. So kind of interesting that S&P kept up with the NASDAQ, for the entire year. And then small caps were 13.5%. So kind of a big laggard relative to the other indices. And the Dow was up 19%, which is, um, pretty good year for the Dow. So let's see, 27, 27, 13 and a half, and 19-ish. So if you took if you took the average of all four of those, I think you're going to be around 22%, I don't know, 21, 22%, something like that. Let's see, 86 divided by 4. So yeah, like 21.5%. Okay, so you got 24% out of this quant model, and really you're not doing a whole bunch of trading. You're just rotating some positions on one day and then letting it ride. I would bet if there were some other, you know, if the fly wanted to, he could sort of manage the entries and exits of these positions better. But, the portfolio is supposed to be invested at all times, basically 100%, 20 stocks at all times. So, it doesn't leave a lot of room for finagling entries and having cash sit in the portfolio because, that's not the idea. So for the most part, works pretty well. And, sometimes you get months like this. So what? Okay, no portfolio data available. How about this? Okay, so 2020 was up 30% and 2021 up 24%. Okay, 6 months. All right, whatever. I'll click on 10-year. And this is just like the full life of the portfolio. So, okay, it's kind of where it was in February, which is a little bit sad, but also, what are you going to do? I mean, the outperformance in the first 2 months was just kind of, um, it's kind of remarkable. It just, you made all the whole year in the first 2 months and then spent a whole bunch of time going sideways. But I mean, it just sort of shows you that this portfolio is not really correlated with the market overall because it's just rotating into, presumably the best stocks of, the current market mood, for that month. So um, if it was very correlated with the market, you would see this chart just sort of look like a chart of SPY or NASDAQ, but it doesn't. It sort of has its own trajectory, which is pretty good. I mean, you're not taking massive drawdowns, and um, you're not seeing wild swings in the portfolio. It's sort of steady to up most of the time. So, um, like I mentioned before, it's a good portfolio to follow and mimic. Um, for a piece of your overall portfolio that you want to worry less about. Um, no one should really be trading 100% of their portfolio, um, but some people are because they're crazy. Anyway, pretty good year, 24%. Um, we'll see if the fly makes any changes to the actual model for 2022, and if so or if not, then we'll be on the lookout next week for the new holdings in the portfolio. There's also going to be another. I think he's also making some other portfolios around different strategies than this one, but they'll be forthcoming as well. So, yeah, good year. For anyone that followed along, uh, you know, write some comments on your experience or whatever, and how you managed it, or if you deviated from some of this at times. And yeah, we'll be back checking out this quant next year. And have a happy new year. And talk to you next month.